Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you this evening? And it seems like this is a challenge that we're going to be having because just come on, and I've noticed that we're having some issues already. But I want to welcome everyone that's jumping on. Let me see who is here so far. Welcome, Annie. Welcome, Nia Bren. Welcome, everyone. I see 7 persons are here so far. Some persons want to welcome those who are joining us via Facebook. Want to welcome those who are joining us via our X, formerly Twitter, and those joining us through Instagram. Let me know if you are hearing me okay, guys. Hey, Errol Barnes, how are you? Let me know, guys, if you're hearing me okay. Um, let's see. Everything should be okay. All right. I see 1 thumbs up on Facebook. Welcome. Welcome. Skarian Samuda, welcome. So I'm coming to you live from Palm Beach. I'm at Palm Beach until Tuesday. I'm here until Tuesday. Errol, you're in the Bronx. Welcome. So this week's herbwalk was a little short because the rain was falling. So I had to hurry up and get out of the rain before my um, device was damaged. But nonetheless, we got about 14 plants. So we're going to be reviewing 14 plants today. And I'm excited because we found some powerful medicinal plants. Want to invite you, if you are not yet a member of the Kinder Wellness community, and I want to also apologize for not posting the quiz for last week's class. I was a bit tied up in traveling, but I'm going to make sure that gets out this week. Want to welcome everyone that's joining us. Guys, let me know if you're hearing me okay. Let me know if you're hearing me okay. Let me know if you're hearing okay. All right, let me just give a little time for other persons to join the live. Okay, Free Herbs, thank you. Yeah, so this trip has been a very interesting one. Learned a lot. The trip from in Bronx was very enlightening. I saw a couple persons there, connected with a couple persons there, and spoke with them. And there is just so much knowledge that needs to be passed on. Again, I want to thank Pastor Carol Hamilton for hosting me there. And I know that this trip has been a eye-opening trip, and I've forged so many relationships. Um, just met with Towslin. He was here a while ago. I met with so many persons in Bronx, and we connected. And I want to do it again. I want to do it again, guys. This time I want to plan it better. Connected with Sean and met more persons in Kissimmee. So we're planning it better and we're planning it bigger. So I want you to keep your ears on the ground, keep tuning because we're gonna do it again. This time we're gonna plan it, and hopefully, I wanna meet up with as many of you as is possible. So we're gonna do New York. We're gonna do Florida. We're gonna do an official herb walk here in Florida. We're gonna be doing official. Somebody invited me over in Maryland. We're gonna see how we can squeeze Maryland in, and we're gonna try to get some herb walk with as many persons. Where we can have as many persons coming out as is possible. Also, it's not just going to be a herb walk. I want it to be a herb walk. I want the herb walks to not just be herb walks. We want to look at the traditional uses of herbs. So not only do we want to identify herbs, I want it to be a workshop where I can now show you how to combine these herbs in terms of how they were traditionally used. I want to also share with you um, how to combine these herbs as foods, right? So, I'm excited. I'm using Laos as a template. I have a book that's coming out, guys, in the next couple of weeks, Cross Cultural Healing. And that book is going to be based on my experience in Laos, looking at Jamaican herbs. It's going to be based on how the book basically is not only going to be looking at herbs from the standpoint of identifying them, and I want to use that Laos experience as the model, as a platform, of how I want to go forward. Because when I was in Laos, I was able, and I did say to Yassan, I'm gonna get him on because after leaving Laos, what happened was that not only did we identify herbs, I practically showed him how to process the herbs. So he also learned over 50 herbs. He learned how to process the herbs, and then after processing the herbs, we then so he learned also the right tools, the right type of tools to use. I also shared with him dehydrating design. So he has pretty much built a dehydrator. He has built a dehydrator. And next week when I'm on, I'm gonna try to get him on with me. So we built a dehydrator. So now he has a dehydrator. And then after building the dehydrator, he dehydrated some herbs. And after dehydrating the herbs, I taught him how to store them. So he also learned how to store the herbs. And from storing the herbs, he learned also now how to combine the herbs. And we didn't just stop there. We went beyond combining the herbs to where I taught him how to combine the herbs as foods. So after leaving him, he got a full and a thorough immersion into not only identifying herbs, but how to use it, how to store it, how to process it. And so that is pretty much what I want to do. Not just share with you herbs that we find in the wild, but I want to share with you how to use them. Because there is this talk about alkaline herbs, and so many times we talk about herbs from the perspective of one dimension. All right, so we talk about the one dimensional. Hi Sally, how are you? We talk about the one dimensional benefit of herbs. So we talk about the alkalinity of the herbs. We talk about the nutrients of the herbs, and all that is good. All that is great. But one of the things I want to talk, one of the things that I want to add to all of this, and I want to impress. If there's nothing else I want to impress, is I want to impress upon you the intelligence of herbs. Recently, we featured a herb like sweet wormwood. Hey Cynthia from Colorado. We featured sweet wormwood. Now, I don't know how many of you know that sweet wormwood has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Now, we've heard the phrase respect your elder. Respect your elder. Now, I want you to understand what it means to have a herb, not a tree now, to have a herb that is still around for over 2,000 years. It means that that herb has been resilient enough to live through many experiences, many circumstances and situations where it should have died. Now, you don't live 2,000 years. Hey, Quincy, You know, as a herb, you don't live 2,000 years without having some form of intelligence. Many herbs would have died, many herbs would have gone extinct. This is just one example. Sweet wormwood is just one example, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this, because I want you to understand that one of the benefits that we get from herb when we consume them is not just the nutrients, it's not just the alkalinity. We also benefit from the consciousness. We also benefit from the years of intelligence that is in that herb. Years of intelligence that is in that herb. Now, it was intelligence in the herb that preserved it, because that herb, like us, had to compete. Had to compete for food. It had to compete for water. It had to compete for oxygen. It had to compete against animals. It had to compete against insects. It had to compete against diseases. And through all of that, that herb and many others like it have been alive for over 2,000 years. Now, that intelligence is what you need when you get sick. That is the difference between wild herbs and commercially grown herbs. Commercially grown herbs, like like domestic animals, lose their ability to tap into their innate or their natural instinct. A dog, for example, that is domestically grown doesn't know how to feed itself, doesn't know how to protect itself, doesn't know how to fend itself, because it is in a domestic setting where it is protected and cared for. The animal in the wild, on the other hand, their intelligence, their immune system have to protect them from diseases, have to protect them from other animals, have to protect them. Now, in the same way, plants, and I'm talking now about herbs and vegetables, indigenous or what I call intelligent alkaline vegetables, are not like ordinary vegetables that are found in the market. And that is the reason why I'm saying that when persons are really, 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 really sick, you don't just need vegetables. You don't just need herbs, you need intelligent herbs. Because the intelligence that these plants have, when you consume them, this is what you will need in order to overcome the illnesses or the health challenges that you have. That is the reason why I'm going around. Evening, Adriana. Evening, Marjorie. Welcome. That is the intelligence that these plants have, why I'm focusing on them. So the difference between these plants and why I'm encouraging persons to be able to identify these plants and use them in the wild is because these plants have what other plants that even don't look like it, plants that grow in a domestic setting. You know, when you look at a dog that is grown in a controlled setting versus a dog that is grown in the wild, they may look alike. Right? They may look alike, they may sound alike. But put into certain situations and circumstances, performance is what allows you to know that one dog was domestic and one dog grew in the wild. In the same way, the vegetables that we eat, one is grown in the wild, one is grown domestically. When you know the difference is under performance, when they are put into the body and they are required to do certain things, that's when you know the difference. So what I'm promoting is not just herbs, not just promoting just vegetables. I'm promoting intelligent alkaline vegetables, intelligent alkaline herbs. That is what I'm promoting. And so that is what I want us to focus on, the power of these intelligence plants. And so once you begin to understand, I talk about respecting the herbs, but when you talk about a callaloo that was just here from last week or 2 weeks ago, but you talk about herbs that have been around, that have been through it all, that have been through the tested times, then you can begin to understand the basis upon which I'm saying that these herbs have to be respected, because these herbs have the intelligence to live through many circumstances and situations that should have rendered them extinct. But instead of being extinct, while other plants went extinct, as Charles Darwin says, the fittest of the fittest survive. Well, while other plants went, good evening, Charmian, while other plants went um, extinct, these plants have stood the time to be around. And so what they have is not just nutrients, what they have is not just alkalinity that our bodies need. What they have is intelligence. That intelligence is what now will allow our body to overcome. All right? I don't know, for whatever reason, my internet is so slow. I don't know, for whatever reason, my internet is so slow, guys. I'm using the landline, and I don't understand why my internet is this slow. Whenever I'm to get on, it's like there's always some issue. But we're gonna get on. We're gonna go on, guys. We're gonna go on. Let me just check something here, and we're gonna go right into the meat of the matter for this evening. We're gonna review this evening's today's herbs. We're gonna review today's herbs. All right, so I was in Kissimmee recently. I just came down to Palm Beach, and as I said, I'm going to be here for next few days. I'll be leaving in a little while. I'm here for until Tuesday, so I still have time to connect. Okay, thank you, Charmian. All right, so I still have some time to connect with some folks. All right, so let's go into today's video. But before we go, can you just share the link with somebody. Share the link with somebody. We have 27 persons on. I believe 2 is on Facebook. All right, let's see if we can get some more persons on. I'm looking for 12,000 persons to teach 120 herbs by the 12th month. And it's so difficult. I never thought it would be this difficult. All right, so see if we can share the link with some folks. I'm also planning what I call a Heal Thyself challenge, health challenge. Heal Thyself. It's going to be in July. So in July, I want to share with you. We're going to be doing it. I want to share with you, if there's anyone that you know that has really serious health challenge, during that whole period, about 30 days, I'm going to be online. All right. Okay, Feeling Herbs. So I'll let you know more about it. I'm going to do a video just on that alone. Basically, it's going to be, I'm going to be doing that for 30 days, and I want to share that with persons. Anybody who know that has health issues, then I'm gonna have a registration form. and I'll share that. It's going to be we're just going to be I'm going to sharing with you what you need to do to get rid of some of the serious health challenges that you have. For 30 days, we're going to be doing that. And what's going to be unique about this presentation is that I'm also going to be having a component for the mind. I'm going to sharing having a component for the mind. And so after 30 days, I want persons to come on and just those who participated just to share what their experience was like. So whatever the health condition is, because the body heals itself. So I'm going to be sharing with persons over those 30 days, day by day, by day, what they need to do in order to allow their body to heal itself. So the body heals itself, the body just needs raw materials. So over the 30 days, I'm going to be sharing with you and doing it myself. I'm going to be sharing with you over the 30 days what raw material to give your body for your body to heal itself. Not only the body, but also the mind. So I'm going to be doing that in July. So you're going to be hearing me talking a lot about that. Heal thyself. Heal thyself. Body, heal thyself. Because the body heal itself. All right. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. During that time, also, I'm going to be sharing. Um, I'm going to be sharing some recipes. That I put together from Laos. Those videos are going to come out next month, starting the first Tuesday. I'm sharing with you how we use these intelligent alkaline vegetables to create the raw material. To create the raw material. We call it medicine, but it's really raw material, minerals that the body uses to heal itself. I'm going to be sharing that with you. And it's going to be free. Hey, Latasha. All right. Let's ask persons to make contributions, where possible. All right. So we're gonna be hearing more about that. Heal thyself. The body heals itself. So those persons who are diabetic, those persons who have high blood pressure, doesn't matter. I mean, all of these labels exist outside the body. The body doesn't know any labels. These persons who are having constipation and stomach acidity and all of these different health issues, the body heals itself. And so I'm going to be sharing with you the raw material, the minerals that you need to give your body for the body to heal itself. And I'm also going to be sharing with you the information to feed into your mind for the mind to heal itself. All right. And so at the end of 30 days, I am so excited because I want to hear the testimonials from persons. Basically, I want to hear the testimonials from persons. Because I'm telling you, there's gonna be some phenomenal testimonies from persons as to what the body is going to do because of these raw material that we're gonna put in it. All right, so let's go in
My
to
goodness. And look at the
today's
amount of it
herb
that.
walk.
Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Want to welcome you to another edition.
And I said the internet is moving so slow. Moving so slow, guys. But
60
just bear with me.
Mother
All
Nature.
right.
So I'm coming to you from Kissimmee. I'm at my friend's house, and this is where we're actually going to be doing our herb walk from today. Um, as you know, in order to do this herb walk, guys, you're going to need a copy of our chart. Um, Also, you're gonna need a copy of our diary so that you can record. And guys, if these herb walks are a blessing to you, when you purchase these tools, not only are they tools that help you to better record and to document what's happening, it's also one way of supporting me and allowing me to do what I do. All right, so today we're gonna be looking at some herbs here. We're gonna be looking at the herbs that repeat themselves first of all, and then I don't know how much we're going to see. I'm also pressed for time, so we're gonna see how many herbs that are repeating themselves here, and use that, assess that to determine basically what is the diseases that are going to be common in this particular area. So get out your pens and your notebook and let's go. All right, guys. So before